Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 129 of Persona 4. As you can see, we only got 12 days left before we have to save the world. And if I'm not mistaken, we only got 10 days left before we actually have to pursue the dungeon. And why do I say 10 days? The Christmas event will take place after you beat the dungeon on the 22nd. Anytime before then, it will skip straight to the 30th. Or, there's an or, if you beat the dungeon on the 23rd, it'll skip to the 30th. But the 24th is literally the last day to beat the dungeon. There will be no more social links after the 21st. I did say the 18th, but the 18th is going to be some of the clubs. They're not going to show up. But everyone else won't show up because it's going to be closer to endgame. Anyway, I'm practically proud the streets at night to find Kanji and the others because I've already completed Devil and there's no point in me trying to go to Devil to get myself some money. I mean, it doesn't stop. It doesn't. I mean, I could get money. Here's the thing. Nothing else is going to happen, and my courage is already max. All you have to do for this one is just say, it's just how it is. And that should, like, increase Kanji's, social link. And, oh god, I forgot to get an Emperor persona for him. Crap. So that way he'll be able to hang out with us.
I want you to have this, Senpai.
Well, whatever the case.
Night.
It's good at least that I'm getting all these food items. Because I'm practically going to be using them all for the dungeon that we'll be going to. And now the students are still talking. The fog has gotten even thicker. And all the people are freaking out, even the students. They've already got, I mean, it's bad enough they already had people starting to wear gas masks after we defeated Namatame. Now there's going to be more people throughout the town wearing gas masks, and some of them are going to be cowering behind their desks behind this stupid fog. And now, since it's coming closer to the end, oh wait, no, they just have class. It's not some event where all of a sudden people are freaking out. It's the 14th is when it's going to happen. I thought it was going to be today. Sorry. I keep thinking that, like, everyone's going to start freaking out today. But in reality, it starts freaking out to the 14th as you're getting closer and closer to the deadline. Like there's 10 days left or something. So there's no Risei. We can get Naoto. Let's check and see if we can get Kanji. Oh, I'm pretty sure we can't get Kanji, because Kanji is practically available starting Thursday. So on that note, we are maxing out Naoto, which is a good thing. Aw, damn, Risei and Kanji are on a Sunday. That's right! Shit! And Christmas is Sunday!
It feels like such a long time
and I think Risei is also on a Friday, so that's the 23rd. So I won't be able to max out Risei. Damn it!
Rewards. I enjoyed it. What about you?
Well, at least not on Golden anyway. Well, the answer you're looking for rank 10 is it was exciting.
It was even more invigorating to solve it with you.
And finally...
So, I wanted to give you something today.
She gives you the detective's badge.
Made this.
Now, here's the thing, since this is rank 10... If you were in love with her, she would have gave you the detective badge, and then you would end up going to your room with her.
A camera and transceiver.
I'll probably show that
but
off
it
of the
flashes.
PS2 version
I
of
made
the
myself
game.
one to match.
Once
You're
I
my
beat
assistant,
Adachi,
senpai.
because I'm gonna need mental preparation before we go into Hollow Force, and probably to actually catch up
Partner.
the PS2 version
That has
to
a nice ring
finish
to it. We
off
should open our own
the
detective
whole
agency.
entire game afterward. I want to just
title
skip
of
the Hollow Force, but I
detective
really
became
don't think I
important to me.
can.
I thought I had no other aspects apart from detective self. But
On
you and
that
the others
note-
gave me a reason to be as neither adult nor man. So, I was able to face myself.
She
as
practically wants to
myself.
be
Before the detective, before the child,
herself,
before the woman.
and rather
Spending
not
time with
try
you
to
all,
be someone
I
she's
changed
not.
day by day. It frightened me before, but now, with everyone,
So it's good that at
With
least
you, I can
Naoto has
proudly
some sort of
proclaim that
self-esteem
I am
issues.
myself.
Well,
nothing more,
and also,
but nothing less.
I should say, inferiority complex. We cured them, and that's all that matters. And not just that. Her action figure now turns to a full-on Power Ranger. It's Yamato Takaru, and I think that's a deity in the Japanese lore. I don't know what deity it is.
This
I'm sorry
potential
that sounds a
was
little
still
bit
dormant
rash,
within
but
me. I wasn't considering the things that I should have.
yeah,
People who care about me, as well as my own self.
Naoto's persona did improve, and that
I'm
also
with you,
means that
I
Naoto
feel
is
fearless.
completely immune to death now. It's pretty much that it blocks it. I think she blocks. I think the persona also blocks light as well. So yeah, you don't have to worry about Naoto being affected by death, or should I say, darkness and light. So that's a good thing. Oh, and for the record, it's a good thing that I got that detective's badge, because you're trying to make, if I'm not mistaken, Michael or Metatron, you need Norn. And Norn is now going to be available to be fused. Oh, and that's not all. Naoto gets Invigorate 3, which means now she can restore 7 SP per turn, which is fantastic. However, it won't do any good in the Hollow Forest.
Well then, let us begin.
Just saying, folks.
There's a lot you must learn before becoming a detective. I myself
And
can't
on
live
that
into
note,
my training
I
to
think this
become
day
a
is over.
full woman detective.
And now,
We'll start off
we
with
can
something that
be
may
partners.
Come in handy before too long.
Well, partners in the
Shadowing a
detective
suspect.
work, at least. So now I won't have to worry about Naoto. And on that note, we can tutor, and this actually may be the last time we'll have to tutor. Because once we're done tutoring, that's it. Shu is not going to be available after this. You can always go back to the hospital, but you cannot tutor. And the same thing goes for the daycare assistant. If you finish the daycare assistant, you're done. Or no, wait, no. Actually, you can keep the daycare assistants. It's the tutoring that you're done with. And finally, I can actually show off rank 10. Even though I could have shown that off in the PS2 version, had my computer not did what it did. Well, he's finally gotten the burden of being pushed to being a child genius off. And needless to say, it's about time Shu finally realized that being a genius is not all just... Well, basically, what he's trying to actually find some understanding with his mom. I mean, yeah, she tried to be #1 and tried to make him #1, but at the end of the day, both of them realized that it's their fault that Shu ended up going the route that he did. Shu for feeling the pressure, and his mother for trying to push him to be a baby genius. Now, I mean,
Thank you.
I understand how parents want their kids to succeed, but sometimes you put too much expectations on them. It just makes them do crazy things. But for the most part, now we're gonna get ourselves the test results, which that will allow me, if I'm trying to remember which character which persona we pretty much unlock from Tower. I'm trying to remember which persona we unlock from Tower, but now that I stop and think about it, I did show off Ishtar earlier in the playthrough, so yeah, it kind of sucks that we don't have Ishtar to fuse. But now that I'm remembering,
think about my life and set my own path.
At least we get better persona to fuse, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember what one it was for him. God damn, my memory is so hazy. Because I rarely even fuse this persona. And the persona in question is... Oh, Shiva! Yeah, that's right. I don't fuse her. Yeah, I didn't fuse Shiva in my PS2 game, so I didn't really use Shiva. But if I'm not mistaken, I've seen the stats of Shiva though, and Shiva is pretty decent for endgame. It's just the fact that it doesn't have much break skills to work with. And on that note, we've gotten, let's see, Yukiko, Yosuke, Naoto, Shu, Sayoko, we got Dojima, we got Nanako, Teddy just recently, we have Hisano, Yosuke, Marie, Adachi. Well, no, we don't have Adachi yet. We don't have Adachi until we beat the game. Marie, and we also have one other person. Who was it? Oh, yeah. Oh, we don't have Yumi. No, well, we don't have Yumi. So, practically, we've gotten at least 12 social links done, and we'll have Margaret done before we get to the dungeon, at least. So on that note, we only have 10 days, and now the panic starts to set in, because there's 10 days left. And you can wholeheartedly tell the theme changes when you're getting closer and closer to the deadline. And the fog is just making everyone go completely apeshit. Now, this is the part that I don't understand. How come Teddy didn't make any glasses for everyone else? Oh, well, I guess. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's right. I had 12 of them done. So that means we now have to go to, well, we could go to Temperance, but unfortunately, that's going to be a, getting close to event, because we ranked 8 Temperance. And now, let's see if we could go into town and get anybody else. But as the days go on, you will see the fog slowly but surely creep into the classroom itself. Oh, right. Damn. I can only work Friday. Shit. Meaning, this Friday coming up, I'm not going to be able to do too much with her. Because it's a spend time event. Meaning I'm going to have to actually give another fortune to Eri. And that means by Saturday, I'll be able to hang out with her. Otherwise, I'll focus on Rise and try to get her up. And it just dawned on me that I don't have an Emperor persona, so I'm gonna have to go and get to Kanji. Well, not get to Kanji, I meant get to the Velvet Room and get a new Emperor persona. I know one thing, Yoshitsune is going to be fused. Now that I've maxed out Tower. So, yeah. And I've got $3 million to spare. Oh, 3 million yen to spare. Oh yeah, I'm definitely fusing Yoshitsune by the time we get to the end game, because he is a really good persona to use. Oh, right, I have this one. I didn't even know. Pfft, oh well. Let's go on ahead and get an Emperor persona. No, I should try to also fuse the Mitamas to try to continue Margaret, not Charlotte. Why did I say that? Damn it. But at this point, we could go on ahead and go hang out with Kanji. And if push comes to shove, I'll try to push things to where I can hang out with Kanji until the last couple of days where nobody's left. And here's the thing, I can't really hang out with the fellow athletes because I would be practically wasting a day with them because they have a level 9 and they won't be ready to hang out with me yet. So, and then the game will force me to spend time, which is a mechanic I really hate. Honestly, I should have focused on Naoto before I got rid of everybody else. So now that the fog has enveloped the area, it looks a lot different than when the fog wouldn't be. And it's actually killed most of the trees. Jesus Christ. So, when we last left off with Kanji's social link, he was practically trying to look for the kid's toy. And now, he's made them. So, he's practically got himself a lot of customers, practically. So now he's going to be, unfortunately, selling those dolls.
Senpai.
I may have accidentally skipped a certain part or something. I'm not sure. Oh, no. There's only one option here. So this should bring Kanji up to level 7 at least. So, with that said, I think we've got a free level up part here. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to spend time with Kanji before we go to rank 8. This is gonna be terrible. I'll just have to do it on the PS2. Because I don't have to worry about Marie. I don't have to worry about Adachi in the PS2. So I can just simply try to get as many social links done as humanly possible. Well, specifically before I go into Naoto's dungeon, at least. Now then. I'll try to hang out with Rise and actually get Rise finished. But before I do, let me step off for a little bit. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. You know, me taking a diuretic, and I have to, stop what I'm doing. It definitely interrupts everything that I do. But whatever the case, right now, I'm actually checking to see if I can hang out with other people. From the looks of it, I can't. So I'll do the next best thing and go to the shrine. Well, actually, I could have hung out with Naoki, but still. No, actually, that was Naoto. Never mind. So we're going to go to the shrine, and we're going to see if we can get closer to Eri with the shrine. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the case because it's a forced spend time event with Eri anyway. So that means if I do go to the daycare center, it's still going to be a forced spending time event, so therefore I'm going to have to spend time with her before I can get to level 9. At least I actually gave up enough points, so after I do spend time with her and do come back to her, it'll be at least level 10. I'm not sure if I'm able to finish up any social links that I haven't finished in January, because January happens right after we defeat Adachi. Or at least the option to get into January happens right after we defeat Adachi. So therefore, we need to plan very carefully for the next couple of days. I mean, I've maxed out as many social links as I'm going to max out. I'm going to do the rest of them on the PS2 version. And I'm also going to check the practice building to see if I can hang out with Kanji and see if I can hang out with anybody else. And from the looks of it, I don't think I can. Nope. Even though Kanji's available on a Thursday, I'm going to be forced to go to Adachi. So therefore, no, I can't. And not just that, if I try to go to Chie or Yosuke, they'll be forced to be over to deal with Adachi by going to Junez. So we'll have to do a spin time event there too with fellow athletes. And if push comes to shove, well, I'll just have those guys show up at rank 10 at least, because they're already at rank 9. I can get a rank 10 for them at least. That's a good thing. But Rise, Kanji, I can't do it. I'll probably have to wait till January for them. But for the time being, we'll at least get Rise to rank 6 to make my job a little bit easier. Because if I'm not mistaken, there are some events. Well, actually, there's just going to be some events that doesn't end the day. There's just times where you can actually spin with people. Like, for instance, there's Rise. We could talk to her, and we could continue on. Oh, and now that I think about it, I could also do Ai and Naoki in January if I can. But bear in mind, there are going to be some times I'm going to have to hang out with some of the investigation team that I maxed out. So I'm going to focus on the investigation team in January 1st, if I can. It'll be 4 days apiece for Kanji and Rise, but still. On that note,
Gee.
her talking about dressing up in a Santa outfit. That's actually one of the outfits that you could get from Okina City. And I do believe you get that in January.
I want you to have it.
But for the most part, we spent some time with Rise, and now we can rank up Rise to rank 6. And possibly rank 7. But as time goes on, it's going to get closer and closer to the end.
Good morning.
And we are pretty much 8 days away from the deadline. You think there's going to be a quiz question? You're sadly mistaken. On that note, let us begin. Oh, and it's somewhere around January that Kashiwagi will actually start giving you hand-me-downs. Yeah, I kind of got screwed out of the Gekkan female outfits back in November because the game think that I didn't score high enough to get the goddamn highest score, even though I got every question right. Freaking game. But as you can see, the students was really panicking as time is slowly winding down and the fog is getting into the classrooms themselves. So let's see. We're going to hang out with Rise. This will bring us up to rank 5 with Rise at least. And this should calm her down. With that said, we're just gonna go on ahead and hang out. Because this is the rank 6. I actually did not show this off. But rank 6, Rise will be getting a note from Inoue from a fan. And that's going to basically try to encourage her to get back into show business. Now, she left being an idol because she was worn out and she was overtaxed. Even though she had shoot after shoot, she was a coiffure model and also a singer. I can't believe I pronounced that incorrectly. But in other words, Rise took a break from all that because the stress was exhausting. And now we have Inoue. Inoue will basically give me the letter that is from the fan. And the fan was practically inspired by all of Rise's hard work. Now, here's the thing that all the celebrities in reality need to understand. The people, i.e. your fans, put you on the highest pedestal. Taking advantage of them or treating them like dirt will eventually bite you in the butt in the long run. There's some people that actually inspired by your backstories, and there's some people who actually are inspired by your talent. But for the last couple of years, celebrities have been acting like jerkwads. Whether it be voice acting celebrities, or acting celebrities, or even video game celebrities, or YouTube celebrities. Definitely YouTube celebrities. They've been acting like jerks. And I know I may be one of them, but still.
Gee.
There are some people that appreciate what you do. Now then, it honestly doesn't matter what you answer. It's the last two questions that will probably get you to get to rank 7 eventually. And by eventually I mean after I defeat Adachi. But still. Rise will look at the letter and realize that this is from a girl in middle school who practically was inspired after Rise did an anti-bullying program. Yeah, sometimes anti-bullying programs actually inspire kids to stand up for themselves, but the people who run the anti-bullying campaign sometimes are the bullies themselves. Yeah, that's something y'all need to think about too. But now, seeing this letter, Rise may be having second thoughts of her hiatus. Or Rise may not be having second thoughts. But I do know this, the next choices, okay, the next segment of choices that she's going to have, i.e., the one that's coming up, that's the one that needs courage level 3 in order to get automatic 3 points. Which the one is, she'll understand, which is the last option you choose. That'll get you automatic 3 points. And you need a level 3 courage in order for to actually pull that off. It's probably one of the reasons why I haven't finished Rise yet, because at the time, my courage was not high enough. Although I'll probably have Rise finished in the PS2 version at least. And now, Rise will be the naughty little girl, eventually. So, having her to marry me, while after she comes from high school, I think the game is trying to point out that she's the actual love interest. By the way, say if you're serious, and that's going to be 3 points too. So that means in the next social link rank, you'll be able to rank up Rise no problem. It's ranks 8, 9, and 10 that you may have to spend time with Rise, and that's where the problem comes in. I mean, we're more than halfway done with Rise, and we're more than halfway done with Kanji. There are some times you're going to have to spend time with them. And yeah, that can be annoying. Good news is, at least the days in Golden after you defeat Adachi and decided to continue to go on to the new semester actually has nights too, so you'll be able to hang out with Nanako and Dojima, or for the most part, if they're not available and neither is the
See you later, senpai.
part-time jobs, you'll be able to talk to them at night. But oh sorry, that's me scratching my chin. But I think we're done here. But for right now, we're going to harvest the crack wheat. Because by the time we harvest the next vegetable that we put in, we've already probably defeated Adachi. Or it'll be well past the time for it to be harvested. On that note, we're going to get tomatoes. I should have actually got some more seeds, but I think the Judas lady will stop selling seeds at this point, because it is getting closer and closer to the end of the world. On that note, I do believe we're done here. And in the next episode, we're going to be continuing on with social links. And I'm going to skip the 22nd because the Christmas event will be on the PS2 anyway. This is RPMan985. Peace out.